All right, everybody, welcome to the UltraChen TV show. This is AKA the Tuesday show. I'm James Chen. How's everybody going? Today we have a really awesome show coming up for you guys. A lot of things going on here. Don't you guys agree? So, what we're going to talk about today here is, let's see, we've got a lot of information. First of all, a lot of Evo news coming up for everybody. We're going to be talking a lot about that. Lots of really cool stories on that front. We've also, the new patch update for Street Fighter V has come out, and it is Balrog and Ibuki are out. And the story mode is out, so we're going to give our thoughts on that stuff. And a lot of things going on. Also, just kind of wanted to give shout outs to SGDQ, Summer Games Done Quick, which is going on right now. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch that, you should tune in all week. Donate if you can. Really great cause for that. And yeah, so we have a fun show going on for you guys. Don't you guys agree? Exactly, right. Right. Okay. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, actually, that's true because Anime Expo was this weekend. A lot of fun. You guys were there, right? You guys were actually doing a lot of the commentary for the Tekken, for the Naruto, all that other stuff, and that was really cool and fun, right? Yeah, no, I'm not going crazy right now. So, sorry guys. This is Los Angeles. This is the world of traffic. This is what happens when things are not going quite according to plan. Again, we're trying to start a little bit earlier times for streaming. Unfortunately, people are getting bodied by traffic and such. So, right now, I just wanted to make sure we started after Capcom Pro Talk. Like I said, this is what we want to do from now on. And unfortunately, Steve and Steve are not able to make it here on time. David is also going to be a little late as well. Dude, you can't make a Dominion joke when it's like bright in here. Come on, guys. Jesus. So yeah, apparently these guys are just like, screw this. We don't want to help you. We're not going to be here anymore. So, yeah, no, I'm here by myself. So look, I hope you guys enjoyed some of the stuff that I did yesterday. I streamed the story mode, the entire story mode. I'm going to throw that onto YouTube really soon. And since I don't think David, Steve, or Steve has played story mode at all, so I'll go ahead and give a little bit of my thoughts, I guess, on the story mode, since I'll probably be the only one who's able to do that. I did manage to play through it. Like I said, I'll get that on YouTube very shortly. It'll be up there very soon. And it was really cool. I actually was really impressed with what they did. I mean, look, the story is going to be nonsensical. There's going to be plot holes. There's going to be loopholes everywhere and everything. So it doesn't even, all that stuff isn't really necessarily going to matter. There's a lot of small things like Jury driving her motorcycle from Brazil to London, and you're just like, what? But, for what they did, the quality of the animations, the voice acting, the overall, just the general... There's a lot of even cool moments in there. Like Zangief totally steals the show in a lot of places. I thought it was really, really well done. And if it's something that they plan to keep going forward, if they continue to keep doing story modes like this, I think that's... If Ono's talked about potential story mode patches, upgrades, to keep the lore going, to keep the story going. If they decide to do that, I think that's pretty cool. I think that what they had come out with was really, really good so far. The voice acting wasn't... the voice acting was good, except for certain characters. Laura's voice acting was god-awful. But look, I mean, shout-outs to whoever voiced her. I don't want to, talk her down or anything like that. It was bad not because the voice acting was bad. It was bad because whatever they decided to write for Laura, her complete lack of personality and just her attitude and all the lines that they wrote for her and everything like that she's just a really bad, terrible character overall. So, yeah, exactly. So someone else says that in there as well. Laura seemed fine. She's just a dumb character. That's basically kind of how I felt about it. For what they probably wanted Laura to be, the voice actor delivered that exactly as they needed. So, but yeah, I felt like the game, I felt like the story mode was really cool. It's about 3 hours of time spent if you watch the whole entire thing. I don't think necessarily it's like super deep. It's not going to give one player people a lot of stuff to do, but it's a good start. Hopefully they keep adding more stuff. What's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
What are you up to?
No, not. I'm streaming with my guest Phantom David, Ghost Sajam, Invisible Steve, and myself right now.
Are you actually starting?
Oh yeah, this is
actually started?
This is streaming. Yes, exactly. Because I wanted to start right before the Capcom Pro Talk. Well, right after Capcom Pro Talk ended.
Oh, I'm Ghost Agent, so I should be
there
here.
You go. Okay, so now I can.
You know what's funny? I forgot that we were starting the show at 8 now. I thought it was still at 8:30.
Got it.
So I was like, I'll just cruise on over there.
Fair enough. I told everybody it was traffic, so that's what caused the problem.
I mean, traffic sucks too. I have to pick up Steve and then come over here, so it takes like over an hour.
Exactly. Okay, so no longer Ghost Sajam.
Also, apparently, I actually rose up today because I bought the season pass for Street Fighter V.
Oh, that's officially
You
rising
rose
up.
up?
No, like I want to make a video about rising up now because I bought the actual, I bought the season pass because I was like, oh, I'm gonna play some Street Fighter with Kizzy today, and like he came over and he's like, yo, I want to play Ibuki, and I was like, wait a minute, why can't I just pick them? And he was just like,
Yep.
You didn't rise up yet.
You haven't risen up.
He like stood up and then Josh was like, what's going on? He's like, Steve's rising up, and he's like.
Well, I mean, you guys haven't had a chance to play story mode at all, right?
No.
Yeah, so I was just giving my thoughts on story mode, and I thought it was really well done. I thought it was really cool. It's like a 3-hour diversion. I think it's really... Look, it's a great effort for what they want to go through, to try to do. So, especially since Street Fighter lore has always been kind of...
wonky.
Who killed
Chun-Li's
Street
father.
Fighter's dad?
Well, I mean, like, the thing is about it, like, that's another this all adds to another reason why I didn't like Street Fighter 4. The story made no sense at all, and it bothered me. And then, like, Sanchez...
You're all into the lore.
You gotta have a good story,
person,
man.
Right? You're a lore person, so...
And the thing about it is, like, I felt like the fact that they made it this whole world-ending kind of thing, from what I've seen, don't spoil anything for me. The fact that it's kind of some world-ending, not like Ryu gets swept up in this tournament because he just wants to fight people, and then Bison is trying to, like, do some devious shit. It's like, I feel like that's not the case anymore. I feel like it's just like, well, he's aware of all these people, and now it's kind of rolling over. That's why, like, I really like the Street Fighter 3 Third Strike rollover storyline. Simply because, like, it goes back to that without having, like, some over, like, crazy powerful guy, which it does, but
right.
it's just the fact that Ryu gets kind of pushed into it with the rest of the new characters as well.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious to see how you guys are going to react to the story. I think you guys would actually
Yeah,
enjoy it.
I'm going to stream it, but you did already.
Yeah, but you're going to have... I just kind of like if we want to do it again with you guys
man,
in the
look,
house,
I have this rule, right?
I won't spoil anything.
Steve rules, and it goes with the lore of video games and playing through story modes. If, let's just say, me and Sajam, right? It's like, me, Sajam, James. It's like, yo, guys, let's go to a movie. But you've already seen the movie, and we haven't. I don't want to watch that movie with you.
But wait, I watched Civil War with you, and you guys have
It
seen the
doesn't
movie.
bother you. It bothers me.
Really?
It bothers the hell out of me.
Interesting.
Really?
It
I
does.
didn't know it was like that.
It is like, because I want to, look, just imagine, right? Okay, and I'm going to tell you how this is
So
different.
he's saying he does not want to play story mode with James.
I don't. It's not like, it's not because I don't like you, James. It's because it's no element of surprise anymore.
Yeah, him not liking you has nothing to do with it.
It has
nothing.
Okay. Well, that's good.
He just
man.
doesn't like you.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Think about it. Think about it like this. Remember when we went to see Civil War together, right? There was no difference in my reaction. Proof for Steve.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, you guys are spoiling shit for David all day, right?
Yeah.
Just because David was paying too much attention to me. Don't look at me. He looked at me. I didn't look at him. I only looked at him because he moved forward and I felt the roll move. So we had to make eye contact like, yo, shit's about to get real. And then David was like, really? 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 Because it was like legit, like sideways, it was like, Say Jam, me, David. And then he was, like, that's exactly how it went.
David in the movie theater, he's in there on his lawyerly laptop, smoking a pipe and doing lawyerly things, so he's not even paying
Dude,
attention.
now I just pictured Slayer. So David is like Slayer. He's got the pipe going there.
Anyway.
That's exactly what he was doing.
He's gonna smack people over the head with the laptop.
And he angrily closed the laptop and is like, look at these heathens. Snacks into his apple core, and it's just like, oh god.
But yeah, I mean, is that a bad thing though? Like, I know if someone goes to see a movie that I really want to see with me again, that I'm going to see it again only because the hype is there. So I'm going to give you the same reaction, even if it was my second, third, or fourth time seeing it.
What if, for example, like, we streamed you guys playing story mode, but it was just the two of you and David, and I was like hiding under the table over here or something.
That's
like
a technicality.
You're going to sit under the table for 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't do
I'll
that
just
to
that.
you. That's not cool.
It's not cool.
That is not
You
cool
guys
at all.
wouldn't be willing to do that at all?
Look, I don't mind. But Steve has an issue.
Why does it have to be an issue? Why can't I just be a person that really wants to enjoy the story
I don't know
in
how
its
else
entirety?
All humans have issues. Yours
Yeah.
are just weirder than others. That's all.
Wow.
So-
I didn't mean it like that. What I meant was.
Call me a weirdo, huh? Say Jam.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
are.
we were
You
boys.
definitely are a weirdo. There's no denying that.
No, but the story mode is really cool. There's definitely some hype moments in there.
Okay,
Some cool
alright.
things going on.
Yo, if
so.
we get that, like, the rest of that fight that happens in the intro with, like, Nash fighting and Bison, like, sliding down the wall, I'm hype about that. Don't say anything. See, he was about to
He's
say
about to-
something.
he-
See?
Look, he's one of
I
those-
wasn't about to say
the
anything.
problem
You know what I was about to say? I was about to say, the problem is when Bison goes to the backyard and talks to that man, and then that man goes and tries to, end the world.
Look, what I'm saying is, James is one of those people that gives it away with his eyes.
He is.
You could just say
Yeah.
something and you'd be
What?
like, does X character die? And then his eyes just
Oh,
open and you could just read
No.
him. He
He
just,
does.
he's one
You
of those.
are. You definitely are, man.
just look at him in the eyes and you know the truth.
Okay, what if I join you guys and I cosplay as Zato 1 the whole entire time until I still have this belt? You
okay,
can't
that'd be
get
dope.
it, and then I just sit here. And
But
every
you have to
time
wear the
some-
leotard as well.
Yeah,
with the
every
giant
time
belt.
something happens, I have to go invite to hell.
Then your cats can be the invite.
He'd be like the rest of us who are all going in blind.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Oh man, James, nothing's going right for you today.
Yo, Crying Chin should definitely be an emote. I
Yeah,
would-
Crying Chen is an
Oh
emo.
wow!
I would
Can,
go-
can that be one for my stream? I want that exclusively for my stream. That's
Crying
what we should
Chen
do.
emote?
No, that's what we should do. We should make exclusive emotes for each of our streams. That way, you can only get all of them if you subscribe.
It's like a collector's sort of like
That's dope. And then, if you subscribe to all of us, we can put you in a drawing to win like controllers and arcade sticks and stuff. I think that's dope.
We should have like a 4. You know how the Vi face is split up into 4
Right,
emoticons? You have to sub to UltraChen to get one part. You have to sub to Seijan to get
It's
another.
like the pieces
You
of
have to sub-
Exodia.
Oh,
Be my strength.
Really?
Exodia!
We're gonna divide the 4 pieces into different streams.
I've
dude.
told you multiple times.
Yo.
Without the heart of the court, you'll never
Yo.
succeed.
The-
Exodia!
the
Be
CPM that's the CPM tech.
Dude, that is some sick. Dude, divide the Vi face into 4 different streams. You have to subscribe to all of them.
Oh, that
I'm
was-
just saying, man. I think
That
that'd
would
be dope.
Suck.
I do. I stream all the time. I just like put like this.
Look, as a professional sellout, I can tell you this: that's too much.
Oh damn, for real?
That is
Even
too much.
for you, that's too much, huh?
Really?
Okay,
Oh
okay.
man.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's.
So wait,
a
where
lot.
is David? It's
He's on the way back. He's coming back right now. He's on his way. So he had some business to take care of. Unfortunately, for him, legitimately, it's just like traffic is bothering
Yeah,
him, so.
we just forgot what time we were supposed to be.
I
Yeah.
didn't forget. Say John forgot.
Oh,
Don't put me under
is
that.
that what it is? It's almost like I show up to Steve's house and I have to wait outside 10 minutes
10
every
minutes.
time because he
Look,
won't come
I
outside.
have to do some very important things.
I drive
man.
25 minutes to pick him up, and he does 0 driving every week, and I have to wait outside his house for over 10 minutes every time.
Fool.
Every time.
First it was 10 minutes. Now it's over 10 minutes. Now
Yeah.
it's every time. Come on. Come on.
My girlfriend's like, why don't you say anything to him? And I'm like, Steve's just not responsible. I can't say anything. Nothing will get fixed. And she's just like,
Yo.
alright, that's fair.
Damn.
Yeah.
Call outs from
Oh, but
Sage.
you were saying, what was it about? You didn't
the
forget?
call
I
outs.
call that
You didn't
passing the
forget.
buck.
Uh-huh.
Passing
Call outs
the
from
buck.
Sage.
Maybe if you get off your buck and just walk outside, man.
I did. Well, as
Uh-huh.
soon as I saw that you were out there, I came outside.
Uh-huh. Sure.
So is Steve one of those guys who would be like on his way to your home and be like, "Oh yeah, I left the house," while he's just like sitting there like
Typing away, yeah.
chilling?
No,
like
no,
that?
you've been doing that all weekend, so you can't run that on me. You've definitely been doing that all weekend, and I can confirm it.
Doing
Be
that
there in
all
2
weekend.
minutes. We were waiting at Anime Expo for a Say Jam. Not once, but twice this happened.
Does that happen every week on Tuesday?
Yup.
Whoa. So I text Steve, and I said, "Hey, Steve, I'll be there in 5." Actually, you know what I do? This is a true fact.
Today is the end of the UltraChen TV.
I texted Steve, and I said, "Hey, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Come outside." 15 minutes before I got there, and he wasn't.
He didn't say be outside. Wait a
Not
minute.
today.
Oh.
You can check. No, you can check
you
today,
tried to
actually.
bait him, in other
Yeah.
words?
I was
Oh,
like, "Hey,
okay,
I'll be
okay.
there in 5 minutes. Come outside." I was 15 minutes away. I showed up. He was not outside. I texted him, and I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Oh." And then he showed up outside. I did also text you today. I'll show you.
Damn.
Hold on. Let me show you the evidence. I'll be there in 5. So head outside.
I
Look at
didn't
it,
see
literally
that.
5
I
minutes
didn't-
later on the dot. Hey, I'm outside. Then I waited an additional 2 minutes to text you again. And then, how was that later? 7:29. I texted you 5 minutes before that, and that was the late text
But I
after
thought
the
you
late
said
text.
you waited 10 minutes.
After the late text.
I thought you said you waited 10 minutes.
The text I'm talking about before that was the text that I texted you 5 minutes
Nah,
after I
man.
got
You know
it.
what? You know what?
This is the end of
You know what?
Tasty Jam.
All I'm saying is, maybe Steve should just drive himself here every week.
I will.
Oh damn!
On the back
yo,
of your car.
Yo, damn!
Mhm.
Yo, damn! Okay.
Yeah, that's all I'm
Okay.
saying. So the Street Fighter story mode.
So yeah, so Street
No,
Fighter
man,
Story
no,
Mode is super
no,
cool,
no,
super
no,
cool.
no.
Actually, look, there's a lot of really awesome news that's coming up. Mostly for Evo.
Oh,
All
okay.
the good news.
I
all
thought you were
this
talking about
crazy
the story
news.
mode.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no,
is
no,
there
no,
more?
sorry. No. I
Don't
mean,
tell me if there's more.
Ono said that he might think about adding more episodes or something like that if this one is popular enough or if people enjoy it enough. So I think that would be cool. But
It probably cost them a fortune to do this one though.
well, maybe to set everything up, but now that they have the whole system in place, it might be easier to add more content.
Okay, because like all the models are 3D and doing stuff.
Yeah,
And all
the whole thing.
Yeah,
is-
because
yeah,
of
the whole-
all the stuff that you see of it.
Mm-hmm. And it's cool too, because I mean, like in Guilty Gear, like even like it really looks like it took them a long time because of the way Guilty Gear is. That their fight scenes in their story mode, there's not that many. There's very few. Like
In
there's
Street Fighter or in Guilty
in
Gear?
Guilty
Guilty
Gear,
Gear.
Huh.
right? So there's like the key one between like Slayer and Bedman. There's fighting.
Spoilers.
Other things are just like they're just like holding on to things
Oh,
or whatever
yeah.
like that. But I felt like the fights were like the actual cutscene fights were a little more dynamic in the Street Fighter one. So I think maybe it's just motion capture or something like that. I'm not sure what goes into
It
it.
would cost them so much, I feel like, to do another chapter.
Maybe.
And they could spend that on characters, which would probably make more money. Or
Fair enough,
more
fair
costumes that you have to play survival mode to get the colors
Jesus.
for.
Oh. Well, I mean, someone did mention that to someone from Capcom. Was like, "Can we just buy the colors?" And their response was like, "Just wait," or something like that. So
I'm not
maybe
gonna buy no colors.
maybe that'll happen eventually.
Yeah, I don't think I want to buy. I honestly don't mind unlocking colors. I don't.
Even on survival mode.
I don't.
Oh,
I feel like there's
Yeah.
that gives you a reason to play it. That's replay value.
My way, I just don't play survival mode and deal with playing the original colors.
Well,
Yeah.
we're lucky because the original colors are all red and blue.
Yeah,
So like we're all happy.
You just pick
right?
blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
it's not a big deal. And if you have the story mode outfits, that means you get 4 colors to choose from. Because you have
Right,
the 2
right,
original
right.
and the 2 other ones. Some characters you have 3 outfits, that's 6 colors.
That's
So
right.
wait,
That's
in
so
story
many.
mode, isn't Ken's face better?
It looks way better. Like I don't know if it's different or if it's just the angles they use in the versus screen just
No
make
way.
it look really
There's
terrible.
no way.
but-
I saw that and I was like, I'm telling you right now, that's a completely different face.
Yeah, honestly, the models during
He looks-
the cutscenes
he looks
look
prettier.
really, really good. They look really good in the game.
Oh, and
so.
of course they do. I feel like, but I don't think the same models that they're using for the game are the same that they
Right,
use for the
yeah,
story.
yeah.
I'm almost certain it's not. I think small adjustments definitely can be made to the models, whether they implemented it on, just the basic character models. Can be done via patch, but, I don't think they've done it yet,
Yeah.
so.
I don't even think Ken's face is super ugly in the game.
I think
it's
it
only
fits
in the
game,
versus screen,
yeah.
right?
I think that's how, so Ibuki's face, to me, looks fine until she smiles on the wind pose.
Yeah.
But
At
besides that, it looks normal to
At
me.
first I had a problem with it, but now I don't. Like that whole
Yeah.
Ibuki face thing, because it's
Yeah,
like
some
she
people
squints,
are
she's
saying
like,
that
hey.
they're all actually the same models, just different angles.
Yeah, I feel like the angles
Really?
they picked are not good.
Yeah. I mean, they could probably prove that on the PC one just by rotating things a little bit, right?
Yeah,
So,
Alex's face looks gross.
yeah, Alex. But even in the in-game story, it looked better. Maybe they just picking the worst angles possible.
I don't know how that's possible. Dude, I want to know for sure now.
Have you ever taken a selfie and it looks really bad, and then you take the slight adjustment, and then new selfie, and now it looks amazing?
Dude, I saw this video that actually was this lesson on how to do like selfies. It was
Capcom needs to watch that video.
No, it was seriously like sit there, like rotate your body like this many degrees, turn your head this way, tilt it down, hold the phone up this way.
This is how people get catfish right here.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
seriously,
The
like
beginning of catfish
yeah,
right now.
right, exactly. And it literally was like that. And I tried it one time, and I was like, "Holy crap, this selfie is amazing."
Man, Capcom, come on. Do you not know about this? Tilt the body, do the sorority squat, look down, chin up.
Exactly.
The mannequin, you gotta,
Yeah,
Dude, no, it was literally like that, and I was like, "Holy crap, why does this angle make it look so good?"
That's crazy.
James Chen is on the prowl. Jimmy Fishmouth on the prowl.
Jimmy Fishmouth.
That's what I'm telling everybody, man.
That's got to be another remote. Is the Jimmy Fishmouth.
Jimmy Fishmouth. I said that at WNF, and I was just like, God, Jimmy Fishmouth is so
I'm spreading that legend right now.
The
I was telling Nerd
Jimmy
Josh
Fishmouth.
today. I was like, yo, man. He was like, yo, and James Chen and Ultra David. I was like, yo. Jimmy Fishmouth.
It's Davey G.
Davey G and Jimmy Fishmouth?
And Jimmy C is what I used to call them.
Right,
but now you are
Jimmy
Jimmy
Fishmouth?
Fishmouth.
Jimmy Fishmouth. Okay.
David needs a name that's like that. They need gangster names.
You want to talk about Evo?
Let's talk about
Let's
Evo.
talk about
Let's
Evo.
talk about Evo. So lots of crazy Evo news, but the biggest news that they announced was that Evo is going to be broadcast on ESPN2. So this is the first time fighting games have ever made it to broadcast television. And it's going to be on ESPN2. In fact, Wizard just tweeted out a picture of him DVRing it.
Wait, it's not the first time. Because ESL was on CW.
So
it's not the first time.
Right.
But this competition is definitely not. That's different.
But the ESL thing was kind of like a documentary, though.
It was
right?
like a reality show.
It was like a
the
reality
actual
show. This is like the
competition.
fact that it's on ESPN2 is saying that they take it seriously
Like,
as
they're
a
live
sporting
streaming
competition.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the actual tournament, not like here's the story. This is the players doing this, like the
But is it-
MTV I'm a Gamer or whatever thing like that, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking more like this is the live competition being streamed on broadcast TV.
It's one of the first times.
I think this is one. Yeah.
So have they said whether it's going to be just the finals, semis, top 16?
So it's just going to be Street Fighter V top 8.
Yeah.
That's all that's going to be streamed because obviously they can't broadcast the entire day.
Well, the thing is, I kind of consider it kind of like the U.S. Open or anything like that when they have like multi-day golf events where they do the same thing. Not saying they should, but this is, kind of a groundbreaking thing. Not asking for more,
Right.
just saying it's definitely possible for them to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
hey, we're going to just give you top 64 one day, then we're going to give you that top 8 the next day.
I mean, because the thing is, like, the way
interesting,
tennis works, for example, all the rounds before the grand finals, basically, or semifinals, usually are broadcast on other channels. And then the grand finals are broadcast on, like, channel 2 or 4 or something like that. So I can totally imagine, like, pools being run on, like, the Ocho or whatever, on some other ESPN channel or something like that, and being played all the way through there, and then grand finals being on ESPN2. But it's still a really big deal. Evo has gotten there. And Wizard has confirmed that there's still going to be a Twitch stream. So it's a Twitch stream.
So there's going to be 2 different streams.
Yeah.
There's going to be an ESPN and then a Twitch stream
Right,
as well.
Twitch stream and the ESPN. Now, a lot of people have been asking us who's going to be commentating these things, who's going to get to do the TV. We have no idea.
Would be nice if we knew.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they haven't let us know. No one knows what games we're commentating,
I
what our
think
schedule is.
The only commentators that were told they're commentating is us.
Yeah.
Because like everybody else,
everybody else
has not been hit up about Evo pretty much.
Well, I mean, I can imagine. I mean, you do have like some homestays that should be commentating, but whatever.
What is Chris denying here? He said something about no, it's not. So, what are you yelling about, Chris? What are you yelling about, Chris?
He can't yell. He can only speak slightly
Yeah.
louder.
That's
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what we know so far. But it should be really cool. It's really exciting news.
Hey, while Seg's in the chat, you should send all us commentators our schedules so we know what we're doing at Evo.
I mean,
And that's not for me. That's everybody else. Probably.
Now,
I see complaining.
The interesting thing is, I'm sure, David, if he was here, he would want to bring this up a little bit. We still have Phantom David sitting here in the corner over here. I'm sure, one of the things that he's always talked about is like having fighting games or video games show up on regular TV isn't even necessary anymore. It's like, it's not a validation.
Oh, it's not.
It's not like one of those things where like, yo, we made it, we're on ESPN, because the Twitch broadcast has been super successful. We have plenty of people watching there.
Right.
So there's really not much in terms of a validation of our community. What it really does, in my opinion, this is where my opinion kind of comes in here, is that it's more for a mainstream consciousness kind of thing. Like for us, we know how great it is. We know we can get places without ESPN, et cetera, et cetera. Right. But from a mainstream standpoint, and to get people who are not familiar with video games, who are not familiar with fighting games, to run into this, to watch this on TV, or maybe go, this is interesting. I've always wanted to see this. My internet is bad, so I can't watch on stream or something, so they watch on ESPN.
That's actually really good. I mean, think about it like this. The fact that it's going to be covered on 2 different fronts means you're going to get a lot better. You don't have to worry about the internet going down. You don't have to worry about any of that. That's actually pretty sick. Personally, shout outs to Esteban, because I watched this FGC documentary. I watched it today. When Seg retweeted it, I retweeted it, and then, when Seg made his tweet, and then I retweeted it, and then I watched it. So, and Seth Killian, shout out to Seth Killian, man, that's my dude. He was saying that he does not need any validation. He was like, the growth that we've shown so far is more than enough, but on the same note, it doesn't mean we're going to stop. We didn't stop when it was the supposed dark ages of FGC stuff. Right. So, I mean, I feel like regardless of where we go from here, we're still going to be good. You know what I mean? Like, no matter who it is, no matter what happens, it's still going to be good, because this is setting a tone that's been building for years. I personally feel like fighting games are, but that's just me. I guess I do have a bias, but I feel like fighting games are so much more faster paced that it's easier to keep the interest as opposed to a slow paced game.
That's what I was going to say. So as far as that goes, we know there's going to be lots of angry people. Why are video games on my ESPN like usual? But I think it'll go over maybe a bit better than MOBAs or shooters or anything like that, because I feel like
it's easy to tell what's happening.
Yeah, it's very simple to see what's going on. So I think that there'll be, the reception to it will probably not be great for just but I'm sure there are people who will think it's really cool.
Here's the thing, right? MOBAs are one of those things. I feel like you have to understand the game to understand why the audience goes crazy in certain situations or when stuff happens. Most of the information are on tiny little energy bars above.
Unless you play the game, you probably are not going to understand it.
Well, but in Street Fighter, if you watch Street Fighter, and the life bars are just at the top of the screen, and you see someone's almost dead, the other one has all their life, and the guy almost dead makes the comeback. Yeah, that's tangible even to people.
To a blind person, that's tangible. Why are people yelling?
Just like me, as my Zato 1 cosplay, I would totally get it. Just by sitting here,
it's easy.
I would see it happen and go, invite the hell.
It's easy to. I think it's easier to make out for people, two people fighting, and when an attack lands, it does damage. People can figure this out and they can see it, and I think they'll understand it a bit more. So I'm excited. I think it's cool that it's on ESPN, especially since this weekend when we were at Anime Expo, we were at a bar and the Evo commercial played while we were there.
Are you serious?
It was really cool.
Why didn't you record this?
So here's what happened.
Okay.
We're sitting there, we're all talking, and then at the last second, my girlfriend says hey, by the way, the Evo commercial's right there. And we all look, and it's the Evo logo, and then it fades out, and we're like, we didn't get to see all of it. Oh no, and she's like, yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you guys, but I saw, and I was like, you should have interrupted us. Why didn't you say anything? And she's just like, oh.
But you know what? I actually want to echo something that Arcade Ghost says in the chat here. He says that MOBAs don't have a base of adults who grew up playing them.
That's true, yeah.
And I think that's really true, because there are a lot of people who are my age, who are adults, who are old men, who are family, and they don't play games anymore, but they grew up playing Street Fighter. They played Street Fighter at the time. Dude, Vi sent out the creepiest tweet. He sent out a tweet. He's like, if I had a kid 1 year before I won B3, that kid would be as old as Chris T right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
But it's true. Arcade Ghost really brings up a great point that way. There are a lot of people who will see this and go, "Oh, dude, it's Street Fighter. I used to play this game, right?"
Yeah.
Not only that, but it is Street Fighter, so watching two people beat each other up is similar to boxing, wrestling, MMA, UFC, all that stuff like that. So it's more tangible to sports fanatics, I think. So
yeah, especially like the other stuff they've had on there, like we said, is like League of Legends or Dota or like Counter-Strike and stuff like that, or like even Counter-Strike, which I feel like is a shooter, so it should be more simple. It's like there's just so much going on, and the jumping cameras,
right? That's the
spectators, and also pulling out to see the map and like economy and stuff like that. It's like there's a lot to understand.
Right. That's the biggest problem, is that you can't watch all like 8 views at the same time or whatever.
That's the thing. Like we've had
Evo
this
2020, we're gonna have all the pools that
Dude.
just up on the screen. Oh
That'd
my
be
god.
dope.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, when a long time ago when G4 TV was a thing and they were like, let's do video games, like as soon as like all the Wednesday night fight stuff started blowing up, I was just like, dude,
It's only
this
a
is
matter of
exactly
time.
what. No,
Yeah.
I was like, this is what G4 TV should have did.
They definitely
instead of showing like cops reruns.
Cops.
Or,
Yeah, that was the lamest shit in the world, dude. Why would I? Yo, dude, I'm gonna turn on G4 TV. What are you trying to catch? Like,
Cops.
Cops.
Dude, they would have
Not the
had
video
more.
game show. Not
If
the
I'm
video
like
game
super
show.
depressed, once every 3 years I'll watch Cops. That's about my quota for the show. I'll watch like an episode and be like, my life's not so bad.
Right.
But like, every day on G4 instead of something,
Video game related.
or even just like technology related.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is that this ESPN thing is definitely a huge deal. It's not gonna affect everybody that sees it. Granted, however, for guys like us, like I'm just no matter how involved I am, I'm just excited for it to happen because for me to not have to, go in the other room, because even still, watching video games is still kind of like a back room thing. Like, it is.
Right.
However,
like that, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like...
Because it has to be on your PC or something like that.
Exactly. You watching it on your phone, you watching it on YouTube, or you watching it on
You know
Twitch.
what? I'll tell you this right now. This is the number one and two use of my Xbox One is the Twitch app and the Netflix app.
Makes sense.
Pretty much. So I actually do watch it in my living room using the Xbox One a lot of the time. So that's actually been super useful because I don't think the PlayStation 4 has a Twitch app.
It
on
does.
it.
I'll watch
Oh,
Twitch
okay,
on there like
okay.
every night. Like I watch Green Tekken until I fall asleep.
Yeah, and Chromecast as well. And it's funny, Free Gucci's jokes about this. He's like, don't cry on ESPN. Like, honestly, like, they haven't, like I said, they haven't announced it yet. But, like, for me, like, I don't know if I'd want to do it. Because, like, crying on Twitch is one thing.
But
But
crying,
crying on
everybody can see it.
ESPN, yeah, I don't think that would fly.
Look at this big old baby crying on ESPN
Dude, it was
about a video game.
Yeah,
More
right.
than-
It would take all, like, the credibility that maybe some people are watching. And
Stephen
then,
A.
like,
Smith
together.
coming out.
and then
Keep it
all of a sudden
together
they
there,
see like
James.
this Asian guy going, it's fighting games, and people are just gonna be like, what the hell is this?
What
Keep
is
it
this?
together on ESPN.
Yeah, I
James.
know, right?
I'd rather you be Jimmy Fishmouth than Jimmy Crybaby over
So the whole ending, I'm just gonna have to go.
Jimmy Fishmouth in it the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
James, that was crazy, wasn't it? Yeah.
He's
I gotta use the bathroom,
He's gonna
dude.
be on ESPN, and if he starts crying, Seglia is gonna throw out the night at the Apollo.
Yeah, I know,
Hook him out of there.
right?
Get him out of there.
Oh man, it's gonna. Oh, but it's super cool. I think it's gonna be really exciting. It'll be nice because, like I said, I have a lot of people that I know that aren't into video games or fighting games. And when you tell them, hey, look, this is going to be on ESPN, they're like, oh, that's so cool. I can, post it up on my Facebook or something like that. And all my nine
Right.
video game friends are just going to be like, oh,
Well,
that's
I already told my mom about it, and she was like, "Are you gonna be doing this?" I was like, "I honestly don't know, but I think it's dope."
Right.
Yeah.
I told her, she was like, "So you don't know?" I'm like, "I don't know, but you should definitely watch it." There's no easier way. Don't get me wrong. I tell my mom all the time. I'm like, just download Twitch, watch my show, and we can do it that way. And she's like, "Yeah, I'll do it one day." And it's just like, thanks, mom. But now I can just be like, it's on ESPN2. That's not including the reruns. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that makes it so much easier. Like, it's a big step for the fighting game genre and the community itself because it's a building block. It's not a changeover. It's a step towards the direction of making it a lot more, available, commercial even. I mean, but that's what esports is. So
I'm in like a similar boat. My dad actually does use Twitch, but now he has the option to watch it on ESPN on like, a big TV instead of using his phone. So he's just like, yeah, I'm probably going to watch on ESPN. And I'm like, you should.
Yep.
It's going to be on there. I'm really curious to see how it goes.
yeah, I mean, I in all honesty, the thing is about it, like I don't watch ESPN like that, but it's ESPN. They don't even they have a sequel to their own channel. I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing.
They've got more than that. They've got a
They
franchise
have
with their channels,
They have like
dude.
1 billion.
But
So, no.
I will add one more thing. Like, I was just sitting there thinking about it when Wizard announced it, right? And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. We're going to be on ESPN TV and stuff. And actually, that kind of alters a topic that we talked about before, which was like the Team YP ban and such like that, right? What if someone like Valmaster or Filipino Man make top 8, right?
Right.
And it's on ESPN now, which is owned by Disney.
Yeah.
I think I kind of get it now. You know what I mean?
No, it does make
I think
sense.
it makes a little more sense that they kind of have to ban that now.
Well, put it like this. I agree
People
with
will
what
be
you're
mad
saying.
video games are on the TV no matter what.
They're gonna be mad no matter what. But however, how different is that from saying that any team, any NBA team, any NHL team, any MLB team doesn't have a history that's covered with people, other corporations that aren't supposedly kid-free.
Every sports thing is brought to you by Bud Light or Coors Light or
right.
some
So the
alcoholic
drinking
thing.
but see, the weird thing about it is this is also just the United States, right? We're super opposed to porn over here in the States, as opposed
like
if
alcohol or anything.
Yeah,
or
but
violence.
alcohol seems to be okay. So it seems like
alcohol seems to be
it
okay.
seems. Oh, no, I'm serious though. It's the way it is. It's porn
that's
and
true.
smoking.
Yeah,
Are like
those
the two things
you
that
can't
cannot
advertise.
advertise here, right? So we would never see smoking ads on TV or anything like that, right? So
Yeah, they'll just have to play Viagra and beer ads instead.
yeah, I know.
That'll be fine.
Viagra's all over NASCAR. And
No
stuff like
YP,
that,
but
so.
that's like all fine and dandy.
Yeah, see, and then they do have commercials for stuff like Cialis and all these other things
Yeah.
like that, but
Flaccid penis. Is that a problem for you? What you should
I hope
do.
I never do that segue in my life.
The
Please.
evolution
Yeah,
of Segway Say Jam
please,
Steve.
please.
Man, that would be sick.
Dude, we need
They'd
that
be
to
like,
happen
yo,
now.
you gotta shout out our sponsors. The adult diapers. I'm wearing one. You should too. Back to the match.
Jesus. What a
Dude, we
segue.
need that segue for sure. We need that to happen.
Wait. Even better. Man, that match was so good I just shit on myself. Speaking of
Gonna
shit
shit
on
on
yourself.
myself. That's gonna be all myself. I'm gonna say, but I wouldn't be able to say that happy. I'm like, speaking of shitting on myself, I guess this is a sponsor now. How much are you guys paying me? Is the check already in the mail?
Oh, man.
my God.
You're gonna be doing like Viagra ads. Well, that's what you got yourself into.
Yeah.
That's where we're headed, baby.
That match was super exciting. If you have trouble getting excited,
This is my future. I hope not.
this is we gotta make sure to do this all.
Viagra Daigo? Dang, that would be sick.
Well, he's a global ambassador of
Global
esports,
ambassador.
remember?
He's gonna start coming out like in a crown and a robe like James Brown, and then he's gonna lose, and then
Gonna
somebody's
have a
gonna
cape.
come out.
Dude, I just don't know. I just pictured Daigo doing the spin to the splits with the microphone. Dun, 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 dun,
I bet you he could do it. I bet you he could do it.
He probably
Dude, he
could.
comes out like on Rocky too, living in America.
Dude, he can do whatever he wants as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, wow.
Rocky
Apparently
won,
Wizard just tweeted out the Saturday finals orders as well.
Oh, really?
Let's take a look at that.
Hold on, breaking news here on UltraChen TV. This just
Oh wow,
in.
that's sick. We're getting updated from the world of Twitter by Wizard himself that the schedule for Saturday finals will be up pretty soon, if not right now. Give us just a second. I defer to my co-commentator, Mr. James.
Gonna send it over to Sports with James. James.
All right, everybody, I'm in here with some breaking word. It looks like Mr. Wizard has just tweeted out the order of the Saturday finals. Now, he did want to send out the clarification that this is not going to be taking place back to back to back. This will just be the order in which they are played during Saturday. And the order will be played is Tekken, Smash 4, Pokken, and Killer Instinct. I repeat once again, that is Tekken, Smash 4, Pokken, and Killer Instinct. So that's going to be an interesting order. Curious to see what people are going to say. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jimmy Fishmouth. We go back. Even Dan thought it was funny. You see him, I was like, this is hilarious. He got you.
Come on, man. Jimmy Fishmouth. Really? That order is super surprising to me.
That is an interesting order, actually.
Smash 4 is not last?
I thought Tekken was going to finish on Friday, actually, to be honest with you. But then that means That's 5 and 4, so no games are finishing on Friday. They're all finishing on Saturday.
Saturday or Sunday, you're right. I just remember, so KI finishing last makes sense to me because KI starts and ends on Saturday.
Oh, so that'll give it time to complete.
Yeah, you
basically.
can't have it be the first one if it's
Right,
running all day.
Right.
That makes sense. Man, but Smash 4 not being last on Saturday is super surprising to me.
So that means they got to run through the whole thing on
Friday. And
Friday.
Saturday.
Dude, so it's like pools all of Friday, and then maybe like semis first thing in the morning on Saturday.
Oh, dude, they must be running a tight ship because that's gonna be hard.
2,600 players in that event, so that's gonna be really, really tough.
Man, KI top 8 at Evo. I cannot wait. Oh, it's gonna be so sick.
I cannot wait.
Honestly, I want to see if Thompson can do the Triple Crown.
Man.
I want Thompson to do the Triple Crown, dude.
That's too hard.
It's hard, but man.
I think it's gonna be crazy now, and we got international competition coming for KI too.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, it's about to get greasy. I can't wait. I can't wait to man. Oh, dude, I got so hyped last year doing finals of like Killer Instinct. I legit made eye contact with like other players. Like I legit was like, what's happening right now? That center play, I was losing it. Like I was freaking out. Like I wish I was on commentary.
The Japanese cinder player, right? Domi.
Domi.
Yo, you solidified me playing center. Once that happened, I'm like, oh, well, there it is.
Can he still do the bomb loops right now?
He could do like a real ghetto version of it.
Okay.
Doesn't matter, I'm still playing.
80% unbreakable was a little much.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, fair enough.
It ain't even take away that much damage though.
80%. They did 81%. That combo.
It ain't even take off that much damage though.
And it's hard to do, right?
It is.
Dude, in Guilty Gear, you could die from a combo, man. I'm just.
Damn.
Up, counter hit, you just died.
Yeah.
Let's rock. Danger.
Danger time. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm telling you right now, every time danger time hits when I'm playing with Leo, I legit just stretch out, and if this hits you,
you're dead.
Dude, you're dead. Like, it's legit, like,
Without a
counter.
burst, right? Yeah.
Counter. Like, I'm doing it again. And then if I have mirror, you might as well. If I have mirror in a burst,
so the whole
done
thing about
deal.
danger time, though, it's only the first hit that's automatically countered, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But you can cancel any first hit.
Right, yeah,
So
yeah,
I can
yeah,
do bow,
Right.
oh my god, bow, into
right.
anything,
Yeah,
you know,
okay,
so.
Okay.
Anyways.
Well, do you want to take a quick break? Try to give David a little bit of time to see if he
Yeah, I
can
figure
show
we
up
might
here,
as well.
Or is there anything else that you wanted to say about Evo on ESPN?
I know what I want to say. Look, first off, this has nothing to do with me, nothing to do with us individually. But if you're watching this show, make sure you spread the message to everybody that this is what you do. This is what you like. It's no different than sports. Turn it into a water cooler conversation for those who work in an office building. Tell everybody about it. Say, hey, look, it's actually going to be on ESPN2. You don't have to tell people you're going to play Dungeons & Dragons anymore. You can say, hey, I'm going to go watch this rerun of Evo on ESPN2. And the minute you say ESPN2, I guarantee you, I'm like, well, I guess it has to have some validity.
I mean, it's not even going to be a rerun. It's going to be live.
It's going to be live. You know, so I think that alone is something.
Right. What's really interesting too is that like Viscant actually tweeted out a really, really crucial tweet. He was like, "What if Melee runs late? Right? Like what happens?"
Not only just that, they put MK 3 out of 5 now instead of 2 out of 3.
Yeah, and Wizard actually responded to Viscant. He was like, "Don't worry, we have a plan for that." So
I don't. All right.
Look, the Evo guys got it on lock. That's what they say.
Oh, wow,
so
that's a good idea. Evo fantasy brackets. Wow, what if we all took a game and did, like, fantasy bracket stuff to see, like, try to, map it out? That would be kind of sick.
Street Fighter's bracket is too big.
No, I didn't say anything about Street Fighter. I said we take a game, not the 5,672,000 people, Like, I don't want that one.
Oh, man. Well, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Evo. They announced the numbers. They have also announced some of the beta pools and everything like that. But I just kind of want to go through some of the crazy statistics about the Evo pools and the numbers that came out. So when we come back, more Evo stuff. Be right back.